5-1 on aggregate against Arsenal, 2-1 on the night. We crash out of the Champions League quarter-final. We're joined by Rahul, La Liga London. You have seen him here around. Talk to me, man. I don't think there were any positives. There was a whole ambience of a comeback. Didn't go right from minute one. What did you think about it?
Well, in the build-up to this game, Real Madrid were very keen to build up the idea of a remontada, a comeback. Jude Bellingham, Dani Ceballos, they're all saying, we'll come to the Bernabeu, we'll come back, we'll beat them 4-0. And it gave everyone a false sense of confidence in a way, because Real Madrid have done amazing comebacks in the past, but never from 3-0 down. And the way they played in the first leg, the way Real Madrid have played all season, I don't think it was ever going to happen. From an Arsenal perspective, a lot of fans were only scared in a way because it's Real Madrid, and that's a testament to the history of the club, where Real Madrid are known for their comebacks and known for being the biggest club in Europe. But on the pitch, it was a mismatch. And this is an Arsenal team that's been stricken by injury. Best centre-back out, striker out, Saka just back from injury, Odegaard been off it all season. And Real Madrid can lay a glove on them. And there's going to be serious inquests at the Bernabeu here as to how that's happened.
Man, definitely. I think I am anticipating a lot of changes coming in the season to come. I think Trent Alexander-Arnold is not going to save you from a season like that. I think there'll be a lot of multiple signings coming in. I think there might be a change in coach as well. Do you agree to that?
Yes. I've said for a while that Real Madrid right now are a very poorly coached side. Tactically, they're abysmal. And I'm not directing it wholly at Ancelotti. He is one of the most decorated coaches of all time, but even last year, even when Real Madrid won the Champions League, I think there was something lacking, and a lot of people were talking about last year Xabi Alonso coming, and I think Real Madrid have to have that happen this summer. I think the attack, it just doesn't work. Vini, Rodrigo, Mbappe, none of them press from the front, none of them track back. It's so easy to play through. You saw an 18-year-old Miles Lewis Skelly just drive through without any pressure on the ball. And for a club of Real Madrid size, for their ambitions, it's a disgrace. I think Ancelotti will be looking at that, thinking, there's only so much I can do. But in general, there's such a poorly coached side. In possession, they can't break down a deep block, they can't break down a mid-block. And then in transition, then they're running into each other. It's crazy.
And running into each other. When you want to break a low block and a mid block, if it's not working, the first thing you try is putting in crosses from your wingers or your wing backs. They had the players who were putting in crosses. There's nobody inside to score those crosses. Like Endrick came in very late, but he's not the most physical striker who could head the ball. I don't think Mbappe has. He can head the ball, but not his best ability. Rodrigo, Vini, I don't think they do that. The only person we have is Jude. And he was too far to do that. And that is the reason why I think the whole idea of a comeback, if it was dependent on crosses coming from the sides, didn't work at all. And I think the players also, after the first half, I don't know, I'm not saying that the penalty call changes the result. It could have changed the momentum. But I think if the penalty was given to Arsenal for the same reason, I think Real Madrid also should have got the penalty. But I think it was offside. But apart from that, I don't see any positives. Vinny tried, he got the goal, but it was too far, too late.
Well, the goal came from a mistake. It didn't come from Vinny's brilliance, even though, he scored and he is a brilliant player. But it is, as you say, it's ridiculous. Bellingham is the only threat in the air, but he's having to come back to the halfway line because no one can get the ball to him. And that's because there's no Toni Kroos. There's no Dani Ceballos until he came on, where he's actually been one of Real Madrid's best midfielders this season. I think Tchouaméni and Camavinga, they're both brilliant players in their own right, but this season none of them could progress the ball like Kroos can. And again, it just comes down to it's a really dysfunctional side. And Arsenal found it so easy. Every time Real Madrid had to play through the middle, Thomas Partey and Declan Rice were there to sweep it up. And the front three, I said in September, Real Madrid are not only going to miss Toni Kroos, they're going to miss Joselu. Off the bench, he can give you something in the air. He can give you that box presence. And Endrick came on. He came on for Rodrigo. He's kind of being shunted out wide. And then Mbappe goes to the left. There's no one in the middle. And Jakub Kiwior is someone at Arsenal who, he's not had the best time. That was probably one of the easiest games he'll play all season. He had hardly anything to do because there's no one trying to get him in the air. And yeah, I think it says a lot about how bad Real Madrid are going forward. And to say that with a squad of this calibre, before the season started, when you're looking at it on paper, no one would think that's going to be bad going forward. But yeah.
Yeah, and it's also not. It's not an one-off result. Also, I think people who follow the club from the start of the season, you knew this could be coming. We beat Man City, but it's not the Man City that we know. And we saw it coming. We lost to Valencia at home. We had poor results against Barcelona. Like we were like 9-2 on aggregate of the two games. Atleti also, a double touch was in a way that was decisive. And we saw that coming. We lost points to Bilbao, like a small, Betis. And I don't know. I don't think even the Copa del Rey saves the season for Ancelotti. I think he's gone. I love Carlo Ancelotti for what he has done over his two spells, 3 Champions League titles, 2 La Liga titles. And he saved the club when Zidane was going in. But I think the players need a change. I think the players are now getting spoiled. Once you are spoiled, like once you're like used to under being pampered so much, you take it easy. And now I think that's the problem. But do you think Real Madrid had any positives over the 2 legs? I think Courtois' brilliance in a way, apart from that, I don't see any.
Yeah, I mean, lost away heavily, and it could have been more than 3-0. Lost today at home at the Bernabeu, the mystical Bernabeu, and you've lost at home. And honestly, if Saka scores that penalty in the first half, then it could have been more. I think Courtois is the only saving grace of that entire 2 legs for Real Madrid. I thought Camavinga was good at times in the first leg, then he gets himself sent off. So yeah, I think the players look rattled. I've never seen Real Madrid in the build up to this game. I've never seen any Real Madrid squad kind of lose their heads in the way this one did. And even the old school Real Madrid fans sitting around me in the stadium, they're saying Real Madrid have no like to Cojones. No Cojones, like no Huevos. Like
no courage, no moment of brilliance, and what can we say, man? It's a shameful act. The last time we crashed out of the Champions League to Man City was also the 4-goal difference. Today also, when it was just going in, and we can't do much. Like there's nothing to talk about in the game also, because Arsenal knew they had a job to do here. They knew what to do, and they did it like so comfortably, and that is what bothers me right now. And players will take the blame, but it will be Ancelotti who will be out. But thank you, man. Thank you so much for joining us. It was great. We'll see you around again. This was Rahul, guys. Go follow him on his socials, La Liga London. If you want to talk to him, what you do, just tell our fans if they follow you.
Yeah, so I'm a journalist. I cover a lot of Spanish football. I go to a lot of games as well. So follow me on TikTok, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and yeah, take throughout the whole league, Real Madrid, everyone. Give me a follow.
Give him a follow, and he's been a very good well-wisher of our channel. Been on with us for like many previews on fan camps. It's great, always great having you, and thank you so much for doing this.